Hey guys, right, this is gonna be a rant which I'm gonna try my hardest not to swear at. Right, now, I read something the other day which has really wound me up. Now, children in this day, it seems to be in schools that naughty children are rewarded if they are good for a day. But the kids who knuckle down and work their backsides off get jack all. Yes, I stopped myself from swearing, good boy. Right, enough of that. Now my problem is, when a school does decide to award those... I can see you behind me, Gus.
What?
I can see you in the camera. Anyway, as I was saying, get that out of your mouth. As I was saying, I can see why some schools want to reward those who are the unsung good kids, the ones who work hard, knuckle down and don't get into trouble. But at one school, that's apparently unchristian and apparently a breach of equality rights. Now, we've already debunked the equality one, that's a pile of crap. Secondly, it sounds like this woman is a little bit upset, or this parent is upset, that their Mercedes or their Trent or whatever has been told off at school too many times. Now, the person who wrote this blog post, which I'm going to link to down below in the old underpants, has one daughter who was not allowed on this trip because she's got 3 pink slips. So, you know, the other 2 kids were allowed on it, the one wasn't. So, you know, fair dues. It's not like she's going to nag about it. But I want to read you the letter from the headmaster regarding it. Dear parents, I'm looking at the screen now. By the way, I'm on the big TV, or the big TV at the minute, because there's no desk behind me where I'd normally be videoing. Dear parents, it is with deep regret and sadness that I have to inform you that the head teacher's trip tomorrow has had to be cancelled. It would seem that my motives for organising this trip have been called into question. As part of, and in some ways a culmination of, the reward strategy, I told children in December that I would organise a day out for those pupils who achieved star pupil status who had not received behaviour forms for inappropriate behaviour. Good kids, not bad kids. You still with me, yeah? Good. My motives were to reward the children who sometimes get missed in school. Perhaps they are the quiet and unassuming, or because they are not outstanding academically, music or sporting wise, but nevertheless they always behave well, consistently try hard. I've used a similar idea in other schools and found it well received by parents and children, and also have had a motivational element which over a period of time has improved the attitudes and behaviour of children. That's a good thing. I also kept it fairly low key to the extent of not even revealing the destination, so as not to make it too pointed for the children who weren't eligible, only wanting to reward good behaviour rather than punish poor behaviour. This has not been positively received by all parents, and I have had some nasty protests, being described as unchristian, what? And having the implied threat of litigation under the Equality Act 2010. Bollocks! With this in mind, and after consulting with the chair of the governing bodies, I have reluctantly decided to cancel the trip. Yours sincerely, Headmaster. The name has been removed. Now, that really annoys me, that one parent, or by 1 or 2 parents, have had a whinge that their kids weren't good enough to go on this trip. That really annoys me. I mean, think of it like this. It behind me is going on a trip next week, and well, he is one behaviour thing away from not going.
2.
2?
Yep.
I was told 1 earlier.
Well, I was told 2 when I had the detention.
Well, anyway, what I've been told, he is 1 away from not being allowed to go, so he's got to stay good all week to go to this trip, and I will not have a problem with the fact if he doesn't go because he's in bad, as long as I get my money back for the trip, because it's a trip that the school are not subsidising. Now, In reading the post which my friend was put onto mummytips.com, there are so far 174 comments, a few of mine included, but there was an update the other day stating that to some people this one person's blog post is a witch hunt. Why is it a witch hunt that somebody has decided to pull up a problem which they have seen within their school? But more importantly, a few days later, the headmaster then writes another letter out to the parents, which I shall read out to you, which makes me seem that the school in question are scared of one or two people involved in these letters. And I'll read this one out to you. Dear parents, firstly, many thanks to all parents who have emailed, telephoned or spoke to me directly about the trip cancellation. I was quite moved by the support and the kindness of your thoughts. I'm not a social networker, falling more into the grumpy old man category, but I gather there has been some internet activity about this. It's even been mentioned by The Guardian. Duh. I would personally prefer this to cease, as intuitively I don't think it will help the situation and it has the potential to create further acrimony. Long word, I don't know what that means, sorry. I would rather focus on the children to help lessen their disappointment and have ordered some blue behavioural enamel stars. I propose to award them all to all the children who are eligible for the trip by virtue of going for 2 terms without getting a form for inappropriate behaviour. It also means that children who have not had a form this term will be able to earn a blue star by demonstrating good behaviour for next term as well. I'd like to reiterate that the system is not designed to exclude any children, but to acknowledge and reward consistent effort and positive behaviour. No. The reward system was most eloquently summed up by a parent who said, the receiving of the head teacher's award really did improve his confidence. My son is a child who doesn't demand attention and is happy to remain in the background. However, you gave him his moment. That's exactly what I want to do for all children. Best wishes, the headmaster. Now, the response from my friend's 11-year-old when he handed the letter to his mum. Well, a blue badge makes it all okay. Not. And to be honest, I also agree with that. You told the kids you're going to take them on a trip and one or two parents decide to have a whinge about it, and that's not on. Alright, okay, I don't know the full details about it. I could speak to my friend and ask for more details, but I want everybody to see this because I think this is bang out of order. I mean, if Slave Boys School come out with a letter stating that they've been hassled to cancel the trip or they're being threatened with legal action, I'll be straight down there vlogging it, doing as much as I can to make as much noise as possible for it. Same as at the moment we're working on a project for my daughter's school to try and get as much noise for the school as possible, but that's another story. I want your thoughts. What do you think of a school which cancels a trip because it's unchristian? Laugh, but seriously.
Really?
Seriously. Because it can't be bloody, it's not breaking any laws, we've already checked. It doesn't fall into any equality act or law at all. And also an act is slightly different from the law as I'm aware of it, but I'm not going to go into it and make myself look like a fool on YouTube. I do that enough as it is with some of my videos.
You're crazy fool.
But on that note, I really want your opinion. Do you think the school should have said screw you to the parents who don't like it and let the kids go on the trip? Or do you think they should have tried to work with the parents and fix it? Or do you think this blue badge enamel thing is the right idea? You tell me. Comment down below. Linkies will be down below to both two posts, the original one and the response from the headmaster. Like I said, this has been mentioned by, I think it was the Guardian newspaper a few days back. So if it's got that far as to spread to mainstream news, something surely isn't right in my eyes, and something really needs to be done about these parents who will ruin it for other children who have worked hard. Yeah, it behind me ain't perfect. He ain't perfect at all, but if he got told he wasn't allowed to go on his trip because he was naughty, I would stand up to him and say, good on you, don't let him go, you know? That's my 2 cents on it. And I've done well. I think I said one swear word. So right. A calm and coolish rant. Right, that took a 1UK out. It's 10 minutes and 5 long. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I've rambled for 10 minutes. Have a good day. Bye bye. There's that mouse button.